iPhone users, here's a hack that will save you money. You ever notice how apps will offer you a limited time discount on subscriptions? Well, not always, but sometimes they forget to remove that discount from their subscription list. To check if there's a better deal you're missing out on, go to the Settings app, then tap your name, then tap Subscriptions. Find the app you're interested in and tap on it to see all the available subscriptions. You might find your same subscription for much cheaper, or monthly plans when you were only offered yearly. Follow me to say thank you for saving you money.
We're going streaking through the quad! We're streaking! We're streaking! Woo!
Streaking is always illegal, but some streaking is more illegal than others. Oh, bring the game back! Streaking can come with public indecency or indecent exposure. At the very least, you could be charged with a misdemeanor. Some states require sexual motivation for indecent exposure charges, though. So if you streak while also trying to make yourself go blind, you might face harsher time. And of course, your audience matters too. If you streak in front of children, you kind of deserve the heavier charges thrown at you. My tip, be ashamed of your body like the rest of us. Keep it covered up. The one thing they can't tax. That's right, money received from personal injury claims like car accidents are generally not taxable. It's not like getting a lucky lotto ticket. You suffered a physical injury. It would be messed up if they took that from you. So the government stays hands off. Just one of the many reasons why you should never let an injury ruin your life. If you're injured and it wasn't your fault, then see a doctor right away and then call a lawyer. Contact us for a free consultation and tell Uncle Sam to scram. Things you think are illegal that are actually totally legal. Spanking a kid in school. Corporal punishment in schools is still allowed in 18 states, so careful blowing spit wads at your teacher. And if 18 states sounds pretty high, wait until you hear that parents can spank their kids in all 50 states. Ugh. As long as it's considered reasonable discipline, parents won't get in trouble, which seems like an all too arbitrary line to draw in my book. And if physically and psychologically damaging children wasn't enough, turns out you can damage yourself by eating roadkill as much as you want. Because a majority of US states let you take home and eat roadkill. And while that may be an economical way of getting meat, it's also a good way to get food poisoning. Kia, what are you doing?
I'm making moonshine in my bathtub. What are you doing in my house?
I had a nightmare. Can I sleep in your bed? Also, Kia, you can't be making homebrew moonshine. It's a federal crime.
Why? All my friends make their own beer and wine.
Well, that's because beer and wine is legal to make at home in most states.
I don't see why my peach and ketchup bathtub liquor should be much different. It's only blinded one person.
Well, that's kind of the reason. Unregulated moonshine can be very dangerous, carrying the risk of lead poisoning and even death.
I don't know, there's gotta be more to it. How hard is it to safety check?
Well, spirits are taxed incredibly high, so the government loses out on a lot of money when you homebrew.
I knew it. It's always about the money.
You good?
No, I can't feel my legs. Please take me to the doctor.
Let's talk about 2 times a judge can ignore a jury's verdict. In rare cases, judges can overturn a jury's verdict with the judgment notwithstanding the verdict. In civil cases, jurors sometimes award plaintiffs more or less money than is necessary due to their emotions instead of the evidence. Judges can issue a J&OV to bring the verdict to a more reasonable amount. In criminal cases, assuming the trial was fair, judges must accept a not guilty verdict from the jury. But if a jury finds someone guilty, a judge can overturn it to find them innocent. But don't expect judges to save you from a guilty verdict. It takes incredibly strong evidence of a reckless and unreasonable jury to get a J&OV. Most of the time, a jury has a final say on a trial's outcome, but good cop, bad cop is a total myth. You know how it goes.
Tell me what I want to know. I eat punks like you for breakfast.
Then good cop enters to calm things down.
Whoa, calm down, partner. Look, I know this is probably just a big misunderstanding. Tell me what happened.
Don't trust him. He's not letting you try to clear the air. He's trying to get more incriminating information about you.
Hey, you caught me.
2 things you didn't know cops do. When a cop pulls you over, they put their finger on the brake light. That way they leave their mark in case they go dark. Another one is parking officers chalking your car. This means they leave a mark on your tire. That way they know how long it's been. And if they get back and your car is still chalked, you get. If you have a car, you better watch this. Most people don't know this until it's too late. Make sure you have gap insurance added to your policy. It's crazy cheap, and if you make car payments, we'll save your ass. Here's how it works. Without this, if your car is totaled, insurance will only give you the actual cash value of the car, which is usually a lot lower than the loan or lease you're still trying to pay off. AKA, you're screwed. Gap insurance covers a gap in that cost so that when you get a new car, you aren't stuck making the old car payments too. Monthly payments on scrap metal? Couldn't be me. Get the gap insurance. You'll be glad you did. Careful taking your meds when you get behind the wheel. Even if your meds are prescribed, we could still give you a DUI. As long as you follow your doctor's orders, proof of prescription may help you in court. So remember, more than a drink can land you in the clink. This is the difference between a good cop and a bad cop.
We just want to help you.
You're gonna rot in prison!
How do I know which one of you is being truthful? Well, first, there's what they say. Good cops will offer you a way out by saying things like,
If you tell me what happened, I'll make sure the courts go easier on you.
while bad cops will try to scare you by saying things like,
You're going to white punk! You're gonna get locked up!
So I just listen to what they say? That's it?
it also depends on how they say it.
How they say it?
Bad cops will often interrupt you and raise their voice, while good cops will validate your feelings and speak gently.
Okay, that's easy to.
And then there's body language. Bad cops will often pace around the room, point fingers at you, and slam files on the table to intimidate you.
I've had it!
While good cops might have their head tilted to the side and might even place a hand on your shoulder to comfort you.
You look tense.
Okay, so whoever touches me is the good cop.
I think we need to start over. Never do this in front of a judge if you want to win your case. Number 1, never stay seated while addressing the judge.
I prefer to sit in the Fowler's position, but fine. I will participate in the pageantry.
Oh, great. This guy. Number 2, always refer to the judge as your honor.
That seems archaic, just like your ridiculous wig. But fine, Your Honor.
Number 3, never be rude to the judge.
Wow, didn't realize that someone who wields so much arbitrary power would be so sensitive. Your Honor?
Yes?
I'd like to plead not guilty.
Okay, very good. Now we will commence with...
I would like to plead not guilty on the grounds that the weapon used was not consistent with the blades in my arsenal. I have several katanas, longswords, and kunai. None of the fierce weaponry that I have could possibly leave damage.
Stop. Number 4, don't say anything to the judge unless they address you directly. If the judge hasn't asked you a question, be quiet and let me do the talking.
I think I'm very capable of speaking for myself.
No, you're not. Got locked up and want to go home? You might have to post bail. Bail is a payment to make sure you show up in court. If you follow the rules, you'll get it back, but the harsher the crime, the more you gotta drop that dime. If you don't have the money, you probably need a bail bond. Just know that even when you follow their rules, they'll still take their cut. But hey, it's better than being stuck. Hey YouTube, is your refrigerator running?
Mike, you know prank calls can get you arrested if they're repeatedly harassing. Is your refrigerator running? Is your refrigerator running? Is your refrigerator running?
Or sometimes if it's offensive or threatening. I'll make sure you'll never walk into court again, legal seagull.
Oh, you'll pay for that.
Hello?
The guy who has fewer subscribers says what?
What?
Ha, this is going all over the internet.
Devin, you know we're in California. You can't record me without my consent.
Whatever, this place has terrible reception anyway.
Can you hear me now? Are your hands and feet considered lethal weapons? The answer is determined by a court or jury. The higher level of training you have, the more likely you are to get a higher charge that carries harsher punishments. While a fighter has a right to defend themselves, if this fight gets out of hand, they can be in a lot of trouble. Their fighting skills could get them in the same trouble as someone with a sharp or blunt object. Oh no, bro. This is why it's important for a trained fighter to only act out of self-defense. Are you too smart to be a cop? You might be in Connecticut where the new London PD denied a job applicant for scoring too high on an IQ test. The man, Robert Jordan, sued the city for discrimination. I mean, what gives? Only dum-dums get to be cops? Well, the city won the lawsuit, arguing that high intelligence leads to job dissatisfaction and high employee turnover. Get this, the courts ruled that it doesn't matter how factual that is, as long as the city was using that data to make rational decisions. What do you say? Discrimination or dumbinization? Is someone stalking you through technology? Here's what to do. It's called cyber stalking, and it's a serious crime. Follow these steps as someone uses electronic communication to repeatedly intimidate or threaten you, your family and friends, or your pets. 1. Ask them to stop. Even if you allowed it before, once you no longer consent, they need to respect that. 2. If they don't, save all the evidence and make copies. 3. Then file a report with us. 4. If they harass you through a specific platform or app, report them to that service. 5. Finally, contact a lawyer to help you file a restraining order, because everyone deserves to feel safe on and offline. If you've been doing this with your dog, you're probably a criminal. Number 1, taking them for car rides in New Jersey. If your dog isn't wearing a seatbelt or in a crate, you could be fined up to $1,000 in this state, so click it or ticket for both of you. Number 2, letting them run and play depending on what they chase. In Massachusetts, it's illegal to let your dogs chase deer, so stick to tennis balls. And number 3, tying them up while you run in for a quick errand. Freeze! Minneapolis PD, don't you know it's illegal to tether your dog to poles within city limits? I was just gonna get a bag of chips and leave the fur baby all alone. You make me sick. It's okay, girl, you're safe now. 5 signs you were born to be a lawyer. You're good at keeping secrets. Because people need to be able to trust your word. Big books don't scare you. You have good time management. You love to argue to prove a point. You love analyzing all parts of the story, and you keep an open mind. That way, you're best prepared to challenge the other side. DUI checkpoint.
Aren't these illegal?
Well, normally it is illegal for cops to pull you over without any reasonable suspicion because it violates your Fourth Amendment rights.
Booyah.
But the Supreme Court found that temporary DUI checkpoint stops do not violate the Fourth.
Boonah.
What's this about booze? Of course, that's federal level. A few states like Wisconsin have their own laws making DUI checkpoints illegal.
We're in Wisconsin.
Oh wow, already? Then yeah, it's illegal. Huh. Oh no, I left my wallet in California. Can we turn around real quick? If you annoy your neighbor, did you know it's a crime? Yeah. Hey, can you keep it down? My colleagues and I are in the middle of debating the economic and political state of the world right now.
Nuh-uh, Professor.
Whoa, guys, you both have a right to enjoy your home without being disturbed by loud noises. You also could get a ticket for violating noise laws in your area.
Oh, come on.
Another thing you might think you're allowed to do, but is actually illegal, is reading someone else's mail. Oh, those kids, I'm gonna hide and destroy their bills so that their water gets shut off and they can't throw any more parties. Well, under federal law, opening or destroying someone else's mail is considered a felony, and you could wind up spending 5 years in jail. Well then, heck, I'm moving out of this neighborhood. Okay, but make sure to notify the DMV of your new address within 60 days of moving. Otherwise, you could face a fine or end up in jail. No, the DMV is worse than jail. This is how the government can take your home. Yeah, you heard me. They can just take that sucker from you.
Like to make room for a highway or bridge.
They will pay you the fair market value for your home in return.
Don't want to leave? You might want to lawyer up to counter the offer or challenge the government taking it. Is this a fair deal, or is Uncle Sam getting a steal? Here's how American police compare to police around the world. In the US, police wear dark colors like black and blue, which makes them harder to spot at night. But in countries like Belgium and Ireland, police wear bright colors and high visibility jackets, which makes it easier to spot them at night.
Wait, before I break this window, let me scan for cops. You know I can see you, right? Dang it, I'm moving to Australia.
Next, to pull you over, cops in the United States need reasonable suspicion of a crime like speeding or reckless driving. But in countries like Australia and New Zealand, police can randomly stop drivers to test for alcohol.
Oi, any booze in there?
Nar!
All right, just checking.
Good day. Why'd you pull me over?
Cause I can.
I'm moving to Japan. American police are typically stationed in police cars around the city. This allows them to respond to most calls within 6 minutes. But in Japan, police are stationed in Koban boxes across the country. These boxes are like mini police stations where officers can handle minor issues and respond to local area situations immediately.
Hello, police! There's an intruder in my house! All right, I'll be right up. Thanks. Do you mind grabbing me some onigiri on the way? Sure thing.
These guys stole the most cash ever in a single robbery and almost got away with it. Almost. In 1997, 6 guys robbed almost $19 million in cash from the Dunbar Armored Facility in LA. Today, that's worth almost $35 million. How did they pull it off? The mastermind was a former employee who recruited his 5 childhood friends. Since he knew the place front to back, they were able to get in and load a U-Haul with all the cash without any trouble. They took out the guards one by one like ninjas, no shots fired and no one killed. They even had a solid alibi, appearing at a friend's party both before and after the robbery so they could say they were there all night. Then straight out of Breaking Bad, they hired a crooked lawyer to launder their money and waited 6 months before touching any of it so the case went unsolved. They really pulled off the perfect crime, the most cash that anyone has stolen at one time to this day, and they did not get caught for 2 years. When one of the robbers made a severely dumb mistake, he paid a real estate broker friend of his with some of the cash, still bound in the original currency straps. And his friend tattled on him to the cops. They were all sent to prison. As for the guy that slipped up, I'm betting the others don't invite him out anymore. 2 ways Amazon tricks your brain to spend more money. 1. They show you a higher price crossed out so you think you're getting a better deal on the new price. But the discounted price is likely Amazon's regular price, so are you really getting a deal? 2. Letting you know when an item is low in stock. This makes you feel like you have to buy the item in case it runs out, even if more are on the way soon. Now I trick your brain to press the follow button.